Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Sundays, back with another video on the channel, and today I'm going to be doing a vault exposed video. This inspiration comes from a YouTuber named Cammy Cakes. He did this back in the day on his Destiny 1 channel, so I got inspired to do it here. I think this would be a pretty cool idea, and a good chance to show off, the weapons that I have in the game, the guardians that I customized, etc. So we'll start off with the Warlock. First weapon we have here is Blasphemer with dual loader and rampage, handling masterwork and a rampage spec. And you can see the two perks on the left hand column. Next is the Extraordinary Rendition, a pretty decent roll with one for all and surplus. Reload masterwork, which I really love on this weapon, and a backup mag. Ultimate CCX with Iron Gaze, Dynamic Sway, Steady Rounds, and Range. Masterwork, this is almost a god roll. I'm not really too sure about the sights. I'm pretty sure Model 6 loop is actually, this has to be basically a god roll. Have the range masterwork, and then you have that target acquisition at the cost of range, and then you have the range masterwork that kind of makes up for it. It's a really good roll here. Then we have the Messenger Adept with Killing Win and Kill Clip, counterbalance stock, and a range masterwork. 7th Seraph Carbine, Rampage 4th times the charm, really good for PvE. High Cal. A Succession with Reconstruction and Recombination. I wouldn't say this is a god, but I'm still looking for that Reconstruction Vorpal, but this is still really good for Grandmaster content, high-end content. Hail and Confusion. When I first got this weapon, it kind of reminded me of the Messenger. I wanted the Messenger in the game so bad that I painted this yellow, actually. I don't know why it reminded me of the Messenger. Maybe I can show you if I had the shader on me, but I don't, so but yeah, it reminded me of the Messenger. But the perks that I have on it are Wellspring and Slideways with the reload masterwork. Then I have the Perfect Paradox here. I have a lot of these from I forgot what season it's from, but they came with the double perks at the end, Swashbuckler and Trench Barrel, really good for the shotgun. The melee kill, I get that 5 stacks of Swashbuckler, and then Trench Barrel, and everybody already knows about Trench Barrel, and then Demolitionist as well, so basically I never have to reload. And then a range masterwork boss spec on that. Then you have the Messenger, normal version, not Adept. Then you have the Pally Adept. I thought this was a pretty good roll because of Overflow and Unrelenting. This is a really good PvE roll in my opinion. I prefer something like Thresh here, but Unrelenting is still really good. I think it's after 3 or 4 kills you start getting that health regen. So yeah, it's really nice. Overflow and then the range master. Then you have the Ignis Hammer Adept, Outlaw and Celerity, pretty decent roll with Stability Masterwork, and I put a Stability mod. My Frozen Orbit, gonna masterwork this soon. This is a really good roll for me. I have one with Kill Clip, which will be shown later on in the video. Shadow Price Adept, 4 times the charm, and Dragonfly. I consider this almost a god roll, but the extended mag, I can put that on, but I don't want to lose that reload speed, so I just keep on handling masterwork, or I have the handling masterwork, then I have Dragonfly spec. Cut and Run, I was using this for Gambit. It's a pretty decent scout. Zen Moment, moving target, high cal. I don't really know about the sight. Ricochet and high cal, this is a really good roll for me. Handling masterwork on a slow moving scout like this, high impact frame handling is really good, so that's why I kept that. Then Trinary System, I got this recently, so I haven't had a chance to masterwork it yet, and I haven't had a chance to use it, but I see Slideways and tap the trigger, and immediately I think this is a god roll. Along with accelerated coils and polygonal rifling, had to put a sprint grip on it. This is basically a PvP god roll there. Still looking for one for PvE. And I have my subjunctive. I was lucky to get this roll, threat detector and rampage, really good for PvE with a rampage spec, handling masterwork. You know, I was really lucky to get this, and it's a really good roll for PvE. Threat detector is, I think it's better than feeding frenzy. When you get close to an enemy, and you're going to be close because you're using a submachine gun, this weapon has amazing reload speed, and the handling is really good, and it has really good stats. The range stat on this weapon is nice, especially if you can keep your spray tight. Miriam is Val there. No feelings. Kind of sad you can't get the radiance on it. It made it look pretty cool. But yeah, I have the Bergusia Forge or Bergusian Knight shader on this, a really rare shader, along with refurbished Black Armory. So I have Zen Moment, full auto, and Marin RDS sight on a scout rifle like this, or this type of Black Armory scout. I think that was the best sight. The pendant mag. I think this is actually the curated roll. Got Anarchy there, Eyes of Tomorrow. Then I have a Tarantula that I recently got for, I think this is a good PvE roll. I'm still looking for better rolls of this weapon. Wellspring Field Prep with the range masterwork and liquid coils. So yeah, it's really good for PvE. Not for boss damage, you know, just. Then I have the Swarm of Depth, Warple Weapon and Surplus, along with Flared Magwell for that reload speed, and Polygonal Rifling and Arrowhead Break. Put on Arrowhead Break. I'm pretty sure I put on Arrowhead for the handling. Yeah. Adept Big One spec and handling masterwork. Then I have my Code Duello, still looking for a lasting impression roll, either on this rocket or the Vanguard rocket, or other rockets have it too, but on those rockets I want it, especially because it can come with a good perk in the first slot, and it can come with impact casing. This perk is really for not for high-end content, but more for, you know, just strikes and anything PvE related that's not high-end, because it doesn't have impact casing. And there's some other perks here that it doesn't have that are needed on that end game content. So the Blast Radius Masterwork, Black Powder, and Chain Reaction go well together. You can see Blast Radius is maxed out. It reminds me of the Sleepless. I'm pretty sure you can max that out too with Blast Radius. And I'm not sure if I have that roll of the weapon, but we'll see later on in the video. Then I have Solas's Scar with energy transfer and Warple Weapon. I mean, I guess you could say it's a god roll. You know, guarding while receiving damage generates class ability energy, which is really good in PvP and PvE. You know, you can make a lot of builds with that. And then you have Warple Weapon, which is really good on this weapon as well. Then I have Tomorrow's Answer, really good in PvE. Chain Reaction is slept on. No, really good in PvP. Chain Reaction is slept on in PvP. It's really good. It can get you those double kills without you even noticing. Like, you can be aiming for one person, and then another person will walk next to that person as he's dying, and then, you know, die from Chain Reaction. Then you have Velocity on it. So this is a really good PvP roll. An Icarus Grip. Black Talon there. Then you have Sub-Zero Salvo, Ambitious Assassin, and Cluster with impact casing. Basically, this is really good for endgame content with Reload Masterwork. Really good for endgame content. I love this rocket. You have the armor set here. Exotics I have. Not really gonna go too heavy into the armor, but you know, just a quick glance over them. And now we're gonna move over to the Hunter. This is style. And on all of my characters, I'm using Descendant Vex Chrome to get that old rusty look. So starting off with the primaries, I have the Astral Horizon Adept. It's not a god roll, but it's still pretty decent for PvP. Demolitionist, so if you're using stasis, because you get your stasis nades back faster, along with the shadow dive and that other perk that makes your shadow dive radius increase. So demolitionist pairs really well with that. Then you have dual loader. You pick up 2 shots, you automatically have your 2 shots into the magazine. You have a slower reload, but it's still nice. Accurized rounds for that extra range. Barrel shroud and full choke, pretty decent. Everybody used to use full choke back in the day, but I'm pretty sure that got a nerf. Stability masterwork, not what I was looking for, but I had to masterwork it, or I did masterwork it for the extra stats here, and I put a range mod on it. So it's still a pretty decent shotgun. Then you have some more multi-max CCXs. This one has quick draw iron gaze. This one has quick draw kill clip, my best roll so far. This one has killing wind iron grip. Some extraordinary renditions here: subsistence and frenzy. Accurized rounds with a reload masterwork. I think this is a really good roll. I think this is my best roll so far. Overflow and rampage. With rampage spec, I could put extended mag, but the reload speed would be terrible. And on a submachine gun, you don't want terrible reload speed. My true prophecy, I'm pretty sure this is the only one I have. Explosive payload and opening shot. You can see I've been using it quite a lot. 1,052 kills with that. Accurized rounds and steady hand. This is a god roll, and I got really lucky with this. I think this was, I don't know, it was on a few of my first tries with the weapon, something like that. I got it really early, pretty early. Next is the Astral Horizon. This is my best roll of this weapon. Opening shot and quick draw with accurized and rifle barrel, and a sprint grip and handling masterwork. You can see I've been using it a lot. 3,000 kills on it. Cryptic Legacy is the shader I'm using, just in case you're curious. It's the only shader that makes a big difference on the weapon. Then I have another PvP god roll of the Palindrome Adept. High impact quick draw with range masterwork and adept targeting. I think this is a really good weapon for PvP. I think there's something, a better perk I could have gotten in the second column. Maybe Thresh for trials, but still, this is a good roll. Far Future that I have been using recently. Surplus opening shot, range masterwork. Not better than the others. Now I'll show you that sniper soon, but this is not better than the sniper that I'm about to show you soon. First and last out, really good for PvP. I use this in the raid a lot. Whirlpool, auto loading, and assault mag. Basically a god roll there, but it's a god roll. Then you have Ignis Hammer, killing when moving target, high impact or high caliber rounds. Kind of wanted a range masterwork here, or handling masterwork. But reload speed is still pretty good, especially on a 120. Bow Winter's Lie, don't really need to say too much about that. Quick draw is getting nerfed, so people might start using slide shot on it. Salvager Salvo, don't need to say too much about that. Still looking for the Gambit, or still working on the Gambit and the Strike ornaments. Arctic Haze with Killing Wind and Eye of the Storm, really good roll here. Stability masterwork and targeting adjuster. Polygonal rifling, don't know why I say polygonal. And tactical mag, I just see polygonal, I don't know. So yeah, this is a good roll. I've been using it recently in comp, and I've been doing pretty well with it. I spray before people get around the corners, or I just start spraying, and as soon as the bullets hit someone, it just starts melting. and usually they can't peek because this weapon, it's just a really good weapon. And you can see the magazine at 53. I'm just, I never stop shooting. This is the only glacioplasm I have, or the only good roll that I was able to achieve during the dawning. Ambitious assassin, and demolitionist. The only PVE roll, or this is the only really good for PVE. You can use it in PvP, but it's good for PvE because of ambitious assassin. I got liquid coils on it. I could put small bore, but I want that range. I might actually switch it to small bore because range doesn't really matter in PvE. Stability masterwork and a backup mag. Tiku's divination. Then my brass attacks. Really good roll for PvE. Frenzy, feeding frenzy, armor piercing, small bore, handling, and a major spec. I put major spec on it because I feel like these 2 burst sidearms, the aggressive burst sidearms, are really good for majors. And they do a lot of damage, especially with frenzy on this thing. It's disgusting. I feel like it does the most damage out of any type of sidearm. I don't really know what to say there. Then you have falling guillotine. I've been using this a lot. It's gonna get a nerf soon. Whirlwind blade and relentless strikes. Really good weapon there. The blast platoon, killing wind, chain reaction, and high explosive ordnance. A lot of people would want spike grenades here, but having high explosive ordnance on a PvP roll of this weapon is really good. It's really good. You'd want high explosive other than spike. Like, you'd rather have high explosives than spike nades. And you have the velocity masterwork and Icarus. It's like the icing on the cake there. Then 7 Seraph Saw, auto loading and firing line. Threaded needle, field prep and frenzy. They're probably better. There's probably a better second perk I can get on this besides frenzy. I mean, actually, no. Frenzy is still a pretty good perk because I can be taking out small ads and then take this out, and then have frenzy procced for that for the boss or the major. So, still a pretty good roll there. Field prep Vorpal weapon on the 7th Seraph. Threaded needle. I have auto loading and Vorpal. Another threaded needle with clown cartridge and Vorpal. Bellowing giant. This is the curated impact tracking and clusters. Really good roll there. Filament. Then I have my armor sets here. And my highest rolls on all 3 of my characters are the Solstice armor from last year. I haven't really been able to get any high stat roll armor except for the Trials armor. Now we can move on to the Titan. Still looking for a better design with the armor sets. If you have any ideas, leave it in the comments maybe. Okay, so let's start off with the primaries. You have the Astral Horizon Adept. This is my best Adept version of the Astral Horizon with handling, masterwork, range, dual loader, killing wind, light mag, and rifle barrel. Really good roll. This is probably going to replace my Fellwinter's and my Astral Horizon in the primary slot when Quick Draw gets nerfed. So this is a really good roll there. Time Worn Spire, the only one I have, and a God roll. Rampage, moving target, ricochet with hitmark IS, and it has rifle scope SSF, which I think is really good for longer range maps, as long as you can keep your weapon steady. It is hard to control, but with stability masterwork it makes it a little easier. Put a rampage spec on it, so I can kind of treat it like kill clip for that with that 5 extra seconds of damage. Break Retracted, Dead Man's Tail with moving target. and it's an Oxy's better. I was using Outbreak Perfected for endgame content, and it works really well with the SIVA nanites. It keeps you from using your special and heavy, so you can save ammo. Gonna have a messenger adept here. This is my best roll. Wish I would have gotten a range masterwork or a handling masterwork, but I got reload speed. I'm not gonna complain. It's still pretty good, especially on a high impact frame. Range masterwork, head seeker, rapid hit. Pretty good roll. Then I have 7 Seraph Officer Revolver. Used this a lot in the season previous to this one. If you're wondering about the shader, because I love it so much. It's First Frost. It kind of makes it look like, it has like a design, like a solar system design on it. Looks like little stars or something like that. But it looks nice. It's a nice shader. Time Payload and Ambitious Assassin with Flare Magwell and Polygon Rifling. Put a minor spec on it. And Masterwork is Stability. A lot of people don't like the Precision Frame 180s, but I enjoy this for PvE. It's a really good weapon. Then we have the normal messenger with moving target and kill clip. Astral Horizon auto-loading trench barrel. I kept this because it was a good a really good PvE roll. Trench barrel, auto-loading, assault mag, small bore. I don't think for PvE, I don't think the barrels really matter too much. Put a backup mag on it and a reload masterwork. Make cryptic insignia. I'm pretty sure the last time I showed you an Astral Horizon, I had the other flawless raid shader on it, or maybe it was this one. But yeah, I love how that looks. Then you have friction fires. So I think this is a pretty good roll, but I was looking for a rampage roll on this. Warp weapon is still really good, and I love 600. I think this is my favorite type of SMG precision frame, 600 rounds per minute. So I got Vorpal Field Prep for that faster reload speed, and handling masterwork, and I put backup mag on it. So it's still a pretty good roll. Then onto the energy weapons, I have my best rolled Ignis Hammer here with quick draw and moving target. Quick draw is getting nerfed, so I have to find a replacement for this. Ricochet rounds. Wanted a range master for handling, but reload speed is fine. Again, 120s, that slow reload speed, and the masterwork makes up for it. I got targeting adjuster. iClose SMG, the version 1.02. Disruption Break and Demolitionist. Demolitionist is really good on this, along with Grave Robber. You basically never have to reload. Along with the reload masterwork and a backup mag, you never have to reload with this weapon. As long as you're getting your melee kills, and as long as you're throwing your grenade, you never have to reload. A Disruption Break, just in case SMGs become popular or are ever in the artifact for anti-barrier, Disruption Break is really good. You get that extra damage for you and your teammates on a kinetic weapon. iClose Hand Cannon version 1.02. Rampage triple tap accurized. I got this recently, and I'm not sure whether it's good for PvE and PvP. I think it's an all-around good roll for PvP and PvE. Love that shader if you're wondering about it. It's Nectar Dynamo. This is the Frozen Orbit I was talking about. My best sniper so far. My best sniper I think it's the best sniper in the game. Killing Win and Kill Clip. It reminds me of Tatara's Gaze from Season of the Forge with that kill clip, that one-shot body. If you pair this with high impact reserves and an empowering rift, you're basically you never have to go for headshots. Appended mag, corkscrew rifling with a range masterwork, extra targeting there, and targeting adjuster, extra targeting, and then Killing Win as well. So final blow is going to increase mobility, weapon range, and handling for a short duration. I feel like if you get a kill and then Killing Win is proc, you might have max range, who knows. But yeah, this is a really good roll, and I decided to put Carminica shader on it to kind of mimic the red that was already there, make it pop a little more. Brass attacks with rapid hit and Dragonfly. Really good roll here. Then I have my Exile's Curse. I don't think this is my best roll of the Exile's Curse. Killing Wind and Kickstart, which is the new perk on this weapon. Really good for PvE and PvP. But yeah, these are this is a god roll with Liquid Coils and Projection Fuse. Either one is really good. I'd rather use Liquid Coils so I can get that high damage paired with Kickstart. You can, I'm pretty sure you can take out supers with this. Sprint Grip and a Charge Time Masterwork. Another Far Future with Quick Draw Opening. Accurize, God Roll. Royal Trace with no distractions and Quick Draw. I think this is the best PvP roll you can get on this weapon. If you're wondering about the shader that I'm using, Celestial Dome. Reminds me of almost like, you know, an ocean, that color, a deep ocean. And yeah, so it's really nice. Then Adored, Triple Tap and Vorpal. Basically, you know, everybody knows about Adored. Code Duello, Impulse Amplifier, Cluster Bombs with Impact Casing. This is a god roll, but it could be better. If I had something like Time Payload on it, it would make it, you know, a god roll. Velocity Master, good for end game content. Let's rock it. Whisper of the Worm, I pulled that out because I feel like it's good in end game content. Haven't had a chance to use it yet, but it's, you know, I just need 3 more light until it's maxed, but I can still use it because, you know, it's up there. Temptation's Hook, Relentless Strikes, and Vorpal. I don't really need to say too much about that. Caster Frame, really good in end game content, and a lot of people sleep on it. Don't sleep on this weapon for end game content. Xenophage, Thermal Erosion, which I would say is my fastest LMG right now, or, you know, fastest handling, or my LMG with the most handling. Quick Draw Snapshot, Light Mag, and Extended Barrel. And I'm gonna put full bore on it actually, just for that handling. Spring Grip as well. So yeah, you know, really good. I kept it because it was unique. You know, you don't really see too many LMGs with Quick Draw and Snapshot. And I have my Commemoration. I'm still looking for a god roll on this weapon. Dragonfly and Reconstruction is good, but I'm looking for Rampage here. I think you can get Rampage, but I put a Dragonfly spec on it. And I say Reconstruction and Dragonfly is really good. First of all, you never have to reload with this weapon, and it's basically a small ad killing machine, man. Like, you're going in there, you got Dragonfly, you 2-tap or you 1-tap the enemy to the head, and then 5 other enemies around that one enemy die. So 1 bullet for 5 enemies. And this LMG is really good. Another Adept Swarm, Dynamic Sway, and Vorpal. I would use this in PvP because of Dynamic Sway. Thermal Erosion, PvE god roll, Field Prep, and Dragonfly. Again, you can kind of use it like Commemoration, but you got to be a little more careful because it's a rapid fire frame. 7 Seraph Saw with Zen Moment and Mulligan. A lot of people sleep on Mulligan, but this is really good for PvP. Missing a shot has a chance to return ammo directly to the magazine, and in PvP, you know, you need every shot you can get. So, you know, yeah, this is a really good roll here for PvP. Put a barrel for that extra handling. Then you got Crowd Pleaser, a rare weapon, really rare weapon. Really rare weapon. From Gambit, Spike Nades, Field Prep, and Rampage, God Roll, Volatile Launch. I don't know if, I'm pretty sure you want more velocity on a weapon like this, so you need something like Hard Launch. Handling, Masterwork, and a backup mag. And this is the armor sets. These are my armor sets that I have here. Commentary is kind of rusty. This is only my second commentary, so if you guys have any feedback, you know, leave it in the comments on how I can get better. Maybe I need to slow down a little bit, you know, and just relax and take my time with my commentaries. Now I can move on to the vault. Just gonna take you guys there while I'm on my Titan. You're gonna see the good stuff. So here we are at the tower. We're gonna access the vault. Show you what I got in here. So yeah, I got a lot of weapons. I have every single weapon in the game, I'm pretty sure, except for the weapons in collections that you can't get random rolls on. And I'm still looking for god rolls on some of these weapons, but we'll start from the beginning. I'm not going to go into too much detail on the weapons just because there's so many of them. Hazard of the Cast, Tap the Trigger, Rampage Spec. Bygones, Rangefinder, Headseeker. Another Bygones with Kill Clip and Full Auto. Another Bygones with Opening Shot Under Pressure. Another Bygones with Kill Clip, Slide Shot. Pillager with Tap the Trigger and Rampage. Another Pillager with Zen Moment, High Impact. And I'm not gonna lie to you, Pillager is a really good weapon for PvE. A lot of people sleep on it, but it's really good. Parcel of Stardust, which was meta at one point for a very small period. You know, it's not meta anymore, but it was. Opening Shot Rampage here, Full Auto Trigger System and Moving Target here. A Dread Adventure with Drop Mag, Explosive Payload and Rapid Hit. Chattering Bone with Opening Shot Rampage, another Chattering Bone with Kill Clip High Impact Reserves. Chattering Bone with Opening Shot Headseeker. A Transfiguration with Outlaw Explosive Payload, pretty sure this is the curated. And I have every curated role in the game. Pretty sure this is another curated role here with Kill Clip High Impact Reserves. Amazing for PvP here. You can't use it for PvP though, but it's better for PvE. You always have that consistent damage boost. Transfiguration with Rampage Opening Shot. A Supremacy with Snapshot Sights and Kill Clip. Tiger Spite with High Impact and Under Pressure. This is the only Tiger Spite I have. You can get other Tiger Spites now that they brought back some of the weapons. I'm pretty sure you can get a Tiger Spite. But yeah, this is I kept it because it was unique. Once you get to the bottom of the magazine, this thing is a monster. Ether Doctor with Tap the Trigger Under Pressure. Another Ether Doctor with Dynamic Sway, Moving Target. Wrong Side of Right with Opening Shot and Explosive Payload. Dust Rock Boost with Slide Shot, Snapshot. You know, it was another meta weapon back in the day for a long period of time, but it you know, recently you know, just is collecting dust in the vault now. Trackless Waist, Tap the Trigger and Dynamic Sway, no turning back with Explosive Head and Hip Fire Grip. 10 paces, Slide Shot, Time Payload. Another 10 paces, Moving Target, Opening Shot. Duke MK44 with Opening Shot, Moving Target. Duke MK44 Rapid Hit Kill Clip. Go Figures and Moment Kill Clip. Smuggler's War with Full Auto and Rampage. Another Smugglers with Full Auto and Zen Moment. Nameless Midnight with Zen Moment Kill Clip. Toil and Trouble with Full Auto Trigger System and Snapshot. Another Toil and Trouble with Slide Shot Moving Target. Long Shadow Rapid Hit Explosive Payload. Long Shadow with Snapshot Moving Sights. Snapshot Sights and Moving Target. A Better Devils with Rangefinder Explosive Payload. Another Better Devils with Moving Target Opening Shot. Hard Truths with Zen Moment Dynamic Sway. Another Hard Truths with Moving Target and Kill Clip. A Redrix Broadsword Outlaw Desperado. Had to keep this because, you know, it was meta at one point, and it's the first high impact frame, or the first weapon that actually had an increase in its rate of or its RPM based on getting a kill. Turned it into an absolute monster. So, you know, I kept it because it was unique. I keep blue weapons like Botheration and Akin just because, I don't know, it just, you know, I love using the blue weapons. They're really good among, they can almost be, you know, almost at the tier of a legendary weapon, and that's what makes it unique. So I kept these two blue weapons, even though you can get them out of collections. I kept them because of the power level. So yeah, the Akin and the Botheration they're really good weapons. Half Dan D with Dynamic Sway and Pulse Monitor. Einstein D with Under Pressure Zen Moment. Einstein D with a Firmly Planted Headseeker. Super Beaner D's with Drop Mag, Rangefinder, Time Payload, and Outlaw Kill Clip. Anio, Slideways Kill Clip. This is the best roll I can get on the Anio. You know, maybe one day they might bring it back and I can get a god roll, but this is a pretty decent roll right here. The Malicious Birthright, Ambitious Assassin, Auto Loading. 2 more malicious birthrights. One with binding grenade, Genesis, and threat detector, and another one with quick draw moving target. 2 warden laws, kill clip feeding frenzy, and rampage zen moment. Talons of the eagle, drop mag outlaw explosive. Bite of the fox with rapid hit explosive. Bite of the fox with snapshot opening shot. 2 horror stories, one with zen moment rampage, and another one with killing when demolitionist. Bad news with rangefinder explosive. Another bad news with rangefinder kill clip, and I'm a big fan of these 2 hand cannons. The stability on this weapon is insane, but the fact that it kind of corrects itself so quickly is what makes it unique. And it's also unique because they're really rare. These Black Army weapons that you get from the forge bosses that you find out in the wild are really rare. Balligant, another really rare weapon. Another really rare weapon, tongue twister. Slide shot rampage. And it's even more rare because, you know, it's a really good roll. An aggressive frame with low range, but that range master kind of makes up for it. And then rampage to kind of increase the range more with the extra damage. It's a crazy roll, and I might switch rampage out with rampage spec instead of sprint grip because I have slide shot. Another Balligant with threat detector snapshot sights. Another god roll here. Show of the Force with snapshot outlaw. Atlanta D with snapshot tap the trigger. Atlanta D with field prep and dynamic sway. And a lot of people think this is kind of like Aniope, but it's not. This is a precision frame, and Aniope is a... Wait, what the heck? Okay, so I guess they're both precision frames. For some reason, it feels like this weapon shoots faster than Aniope. I don't know why. But okay, so Spiteful Fang, Snapshot Quick Draw, and Sneak Bow Explosive. Blast Furnace with Outlaw Head Seeker, and another Blast Furnace with Feeding Frenzy Rampage. Threat level, pretty sure it's the curated roll and the only one I kept because I had so many of them. Trench Barrel Grave Robber. Never have to reload really, as long as you're getting those melee kills. Does not compute, not a popular scout rifle, and I don't have a god roll, but I wanted to keep at least one. So I have Zen Moment Outlaw, so it's a pretty decent roll. And it's good in PvE and PvP, but it's not popular. Breakneck with Rampage and Onslaught. Mountaintop, don't have to say too much about that. I mean, you can see just by how many kills I have. This weapon was just a plague to the Crucible. You know, when it was out, it was just Nightshade, Rangefinder kill clip, the only one I have, and a god roll there. Criminal's Dagger, Outlaw kill clip. Criminal's Dagger with drop mag, snapshot, and opening shot. A spare rations, 4 of them here. Overflow explosive, this is the curated. I was using this a lot in PvE because I fell in love with this weapon. Reload speed, overflow, and explosive payload, really good. Rapid hit kill clip for Crucible, really good. Snapshot, slide shot, and another one with rapid moving target. Just insane rolls of these weapons, and if I take it into PvP now, I'm dropping a 40-50 kill game with these weapons. They're just insane. Night Watch, 2 Night Watches, one with rapid hit explosive and overflow explosive, really good for gambit and baiting. Lonesomes, overflow swashbuckler, Zen Moment opening shot, and full auto and multi kill clip. Then I have the 2 180s. These were the most popular 180s when they first came out. They were amazing in the Crucible. Rapid hit Zen Moment and rapid hit kill clip. Turned this into a 3-tap. Another popular weapon, the All-Stringer, one with the ornament, one without. Eye of the Storm opening shot and Eye of the Storm rampage. Rose, this you can get it from collections with the same exact roll, but I kept it because this was such a unique hand cannon. It only comes with one. Yeah, it only comes with one perk, really. But it kind of makes up for that with the insane handling and the insane target acquisition. So this weapon was really good, and it still is really good. A really unique weapon, and I have that unique shader on it, refurbished to Black Armory. It gives it that red, you know, some pieces of it are red. So yeah, it's a really good weapon. Imperial Decree with Slide Shot Snapshot, and another Imperial Decree with Full Auto Trench Barrel. Gowron's Right Hand Overflow Demolitionist. The Gowron with Dynamic Sway Rangefinder, and I love this weapon just because of how it looks with the shaders, and with these line of weapons, I love how when you shoot them, it kind of lights up a little bit. Really good weapon there. Then you have Revoker, Plague on the Crucible, Reversal of Fortune, which is broken when it first came out.
Good to have you on the team.
2 Blasphemers here. I have another one, that I showed you on my Warlock. That's up to date, but this has auto-loading holster Rampage. This one has Snapshot Sights Swashbuckler, and this one has Quick Draw Opening Shot. I might delete this Snapshot Sight Swashbuckler roll just because auto-loading. Yeah, it's just getting deleted. Then I have Exit Strategy, don't need to say too much about that. Imperative, No Distractions, Explosive Payload, one of my favorite scout rifles. And the look of this line of weapons, on these line of weapons, I love them. Subjunctive, Imperative, and the other ones, it's a really good roll too. And it's just a really good design. Sacred Providence, another really good meta weapon when it first came out. Rapid Hit Headseeker. Accrued Redemption, Archer's Tempo Rapid Hit. Pluperfect, Rangefinder Dynamic Sway, Zen Moment Rampage. Loud Lullaby, a lot of people would compare Pluperfect to Half Dandy. Then you have Loud Lullabies. Outlaw Rampage, Under Pressure Opening Shot. 1 Small Steps, 1 with Slide Shot Snapshot. 1 with Grave Robber, 1 2 Punch, 2 God Rolls. And I was looking for a long time to get a God Roll. These 2 weapons finally achieved my 2 favorite rolls. 2 Tranquilities with No Distractions Opening Shot, auto-loading holster firing line. You can kind of see a pattern with my vault. I like to have a PvP weapon and a PvE weapon, and then rolls, unique rolls that come with the weapon that you can't get on any other weapon. Another weapon that a lot of people will compare to Half Dandy. These 2 weapons are kind of like distant cousins of the weapons. Zen Moment, Mostly Kill Clip, and Dynamic Sway Under Pressure. Randy's Throwing Knife, don't need to say too much about that. Steel Feather Repeater. Got 2 of them. Feeding Frenzy, Multi-Kill Clip, and Vicious Assassin Swashbuckler. 2 Patron of the Lost Causes, and I'm pretty sure these weapons from Season of the Dawn, I think it was, or maybe it wasn't Season of the Dawn. These are the ones that come with the 2 perk options. And I need another weapon with Osmosis, because Osmosis and endgame content is actually really good. So that's a really good roll. It would be cool if I could bring it up to today's power level. Then we have Patron of the Lost Causes, 2 of them here. Rapid Hit Opening Shot, Rapid Hit Explosive Payload. Again, the uniqueness about this weapon is the 2 perks that come in the final column. Got Breach Light, Under Pressure Quick Draw, a really good roll for PvP. Wish I got a PvE roll of this weapon, but it's sunset now, so it doesn't really matter too much. Got 4 Cold Frontier, Subsistence Swashbuckler, and this was the glitched weapon that had Dragonfly on a primary. It was the only weapon that had Dragonfly on a primary when it first came out, or on a kinetic. And it wasn't supposed to have Dragonfly, so they replaced it with Swashbuckler, and I'm going to keep that Dragonfly spec on it just to remind myself that this was that glitched weapon that had Dragonfly on it. It's still a really good roll. Quick Draw Rampage, Zen Moment Dynamic Sway, and Auto-Loading Holster Kill Clip. Really good rolls on these 4. This is the one that people would compare to Antiope, but this is the one that I said that shoots faster. I think Antiope and the other weapon are precision frames, and this is the aggressive frame. Buzzard, don't need to say too much about that. Really good weapon in PvP and PvE. The Old Fashioned, when it first came out, I think this was the first weapon to be brought back from Year 1 Destiny. So when it first came out, people were going crazy over it, and it's a really good weapon. It was a meta weapon back in Year 1, and a weapon that people used in competitive high ranking Destiny matches and tournaments, all that. This was the weapon to use. Old Fashioned, Quick Draw Kill Clip, and Feeding Frenzy Kill Clip. Hawthorne Field Forged, firmly planted opening shot.
How did the job go?
A lot of people sleep on firmly planted on the shotgun, but don't sleep on it. This is the ultimate camping shotgun. You camp in a corner, and well, you know, with range masterwork opening shot, you're just one shot in everybody when they walk around the corner. Perfect paradox, field prep, trench barrel. Perfect paradox with slide shot and rampage. 7 Seraph carbine, slide shot, rangefinder. Another 7 Seraph officer revolver. I'm not a big fan of this roll, but if you set it up right, it could be deadly, you know. Eye of Soul with snapshot opening shot. The Scholar with slideways, no distractions. Another Scholar with opening shot celerity. Hopefully they bring these other Trials weapons back as the depth versions, because last season or 2 seasons ago I wasn't really good at Trials, but this season I improved a lot, so I'm able to actually acquire the adept weapons. They brought back the Astral Horizon, but you know, hopefully they bring back the Scholar, Eye of Soul Adept, you know, etc. Next we have Dire Promise, another weapon that they brought back from Year 1 Destiny. You used to be able to get this from I think it was random drops in the world, but it was I'm pretty sure this was a new Monarchy weapon. I don't know, Dead Orbit, what am I talking about? It has it right on the side of the gun. But yeah, this was a Dead Orbit weapon, and it was a really good weapon back in the day, and still is a really good weapon now, and it hasn't been sunset yet, so I might take it out and use it soon. So opening shot rangefinder, snapshot rangefinder, and opening shot swashbuckler. When you have Enigma's Draw, opening shot rangefinder, Enigma's Draw with grave robber swashbuckler. 2 escape velocity here, 2 escape velocities. One of the best SMGs in PvP, slept on. Zen moment quick draw, overflow surrounded. Biting winds, moving target snapshot. I wasn't a big fan of the Europa weapons. I think the only weapon I was a big fan of was the slug shotgun, only because it has demolitionist and dual loader, and I thought dual loader was the coolest perk until I realized that your reload speed was terrible. Friction fire, this is my best roll of that weapon. Zen moment wellspring, really good for PvP. And when stasis first came out, this weapon was amazing. You know, for people to use, because you would get your abilities back so fast. Succession with no distraction, snapshot sights. A heritage with reconstruction recombination, and at the time these were my favorite type of weapons. The Deepstone Crypt Raid weapons were, I think these are meta right now in PvE, and some of them in PvP. The rolls that you can get on these weapons are just insane, and hopefully next season when Vaults of Glass releases, those weapons will top these weapons, and I'm excited for that. A raid from D1 coming back into D2, and iconic weapons like Fatebringer. You know, they might bring back Vex Mythoclast, maybe even bring back Gallonhorn next season. You know, it's gonna be nice. Then you got a heritage with Slide Shot Killing Wind, good for PvP. Some Steady Hands here. I think Steady Hand is actually better than the other 120. Forgot what it was called. But yeah, the Steady Hand is actually better than that 120. That's what in my opinion. Zen moment snapshot here, quick draw iron grip here, killing wind iron grip, and moving target iron gaze. Hailing confusion with outlaw full auto trigger system. So we have the high albedo with killing wind high impact, some hawk moons, moving target eye of the storm, false promises, dynamic sway zen moment, fading frenzy rampage, some whispering slabs, archer's tempo vorpal, really good for endgame content, and it looks really cool. Archer's tempo swashbuckler, kind of remind Archer's tempo sympathetic arsenal, but this is the one you get from the season pass. These weapons kind of remind me of, or I don't know if you get this from the season pass. Maybe I'm confusing with another weapon, but these weapons kind of remind me of Monster Hunter. How they look on your back, they look like huge blades, like huge swords. So, you know, that looks cool to me. I might take it out and use it for some end game content soon. My favorite post in the game, Cold Denial. when it was meta. Now it's not. There are a lot of things that are better than it, like the messenger, etc. Killing when unrelenting, and the reason why it was my favorite post in the game, you can see 5,000 crucible opponents defeated. Zen Moment Headseeker was because of Headseeker. And the gun just looks amazing. I have shrouded stripes on it. So yeah, the gun just looks amazing. This is the season pass roll. Stability master, targeting adjuster, and you get that 2-tap, and you don't even need kill clip or rampage or any of that. Headseeker just does all the work for you, as long as you get those 2 body shots, and then you aim up to the head, do that extra damage, and it's just it's really nice. Then you got another one with Killing Wind Headseeker. I'd prefer Zen Moment than Killing Wind because of the extra stability and stickiness. The only forward path I have, I'm still looking for a god roll here. Dynamic Sway multi-kill clip, Wither Horde, another extraordinary rendition, Overflowing Thresh. Thresh is slept on. 2 messengers here, both with Desperado, Zen Moment, and Killing Wind. Skybrenner's Oath took this out for the Proving Grounds Grandmaster, but never had a chance to use it. Might delete it. In fact, I'm gonna delete it now, just to save space. Also, if anybody that watches this video works for Bungie, please tell the developers that we need more vault space. I'm at 497 out of 500, and next season there's going to be a lot of cool weapons, and there's still a lot of weapons that I haven't gotten yet. We need more vault space, please. Risk Runner, an energy Aachen. I told you I keep the blue weapons. This is not the one that I have the cool shader on, but that's why I keep the Aachen, because of the ambush scope. It's a D1 scope, a scope that was really popular in D1, and it has snapshot with armor piercing. So this is a really good roll. Like I said, could be on the tier of legendary. I can show you the other Aachen shader real quick. No, okay, this is not the one. But yeah, those are my 2 favorite blue weapons. Then you have the Trust here, 2 Trust weapons, one with Dragonfly Explosive, Genesis Explosive, Distant Relation with Zen Moment Explosive. Not a popular scout rifle, but still pretty good. Tyranny of Heaven, this is the curated roll. Age Old Bond, I think this is the curated roll as well. Yep. Techion's Force, a rare weapon. Pretty slept on. And the reason this is so rare and so nice is because you have kill clip and rampage on the same gun. That's never been, and then you have 3 barrel options. Dreaming City weapons are just broken. Then you have projection fuse on it. This thing, it's better than the Kickstart Trials fusion rifle. If you go in PvP or even PvE with this weapon, you're gonna do some damage. Got under pressure rangefinder here. The Nation of the Beast, another slept on PvP weapon. Outlaw Dragonfly. This was Fatebringer 2.0 when it came out, and you're getting Fatebringer next season. So let's see if it can live up to its expectations and beat Nation of the Beast. You got Drop Mag, Zen Moment Explosive, Opening Shot Kill Clip, Waking Visual, another really good weapon for PvP. I wasn't a fan of it because I'm not a fan of adaptive frame. I am a fan of 140s, but it was just something about this hand cannon that I couldn't wrap my head around. I wasn't a fan of it, but I kept it anyways because it's still pretty decent. Opening Shot Dragonfly, Vouchsafe, really good scout rifle, full auto, trigger system, explosive payload, Dragonfly Zen Moment. Then we have 2 Twilight Oaths, one with box breeding. This is the curated roll, I'm pretty sure. Then we have the Opening Shot Kill Clip, Retold Tale with Quick Draw Snapshot, another one with Quick Draw Full Auto, Thin Line, Sector Opening Shot, my only roll, but still a really good roll. A lot of people sleep on that weapon. I might have to try it soon. Right Side of Wrong with Zen Moment and Headseeker. Wasn't a big fan of the aggressive burst pulse rifles. I never got good with them. Arsenic Bite with Archer's Temple and Rampage. Death by Scorn, Headseeker Full Auto. Vestian Dynasty. These rolls are stagnant. but this is a really good sidearm. You have kill clip and dragonfly on the same sidearm, so you know you're doing some big damage with this, and you're clearing a lot of ads. And it's almost like a hand cannon in the form of a sidearm. Misfit. This is a really good auto rifle, and it's good because you can actually change the scope, and it keeps the range. It keeps the range. It keeps the range like nice on the weapon. Zen moment, high impact with ricochets. With the reload mask. I don't know why I put minor spec on this. But this is these are really good auto rifles. Cut and run, opening shot dragonfly. Then you have the Badlander, slide shot quick draw. Another one with slide shot snapshot. Translation theory with full auto and kill clip. Bad reputation with Zen moment dynamic sway. Another one with another bad reputation with tap the trigger kill clip. The tankled shore weapons, they weren't really too popular. And translation theory, this little group of weapons here, they weren't too popular when they first came out. Cammy Cakes, which is my favorite Destiny YouTuber, did a video on Badlander and Bad Reputation, kind of bringing them to the spotlight and showing the drawbacks and the good things about the weapons. The fact that this is a rapid fire frame, you're always getting that consistent 2-shot kill with it, and you can get it at farther ranges because of the 2-tap potential. Translation theory, because it's just so consistent. Main ingredient with under pressure rampage, I think that's the only one I have. Nope, got another one with second rampage. The last dance, quick draw tap the trigger. The last dance with second rangefinder. Luna's Howl, don't need to say too much about that. Not Forgotten, don't need to say too much about that. Anonymous Autumn, full auto kill clip. Fake Cars Foul with snapshot moving target. 3 Valkadens here. This is a really popular auto rifle. DPJ made a video about it. Kind of showing the community the perks of this auto rifle and how good it was in PvP. A lot of people slept on it, and that's what made me want to search for a god roll of these weapons. Got tap the trigger rangefinder, tap the trigger rampage, and dynamic sway high impact. Aaron Till FR4 with under pressure rangefinder. Meta when it first came out, this weapon was just amazing. Under pressure rangefinder. It was just a good weapon. Another god roll of this weapon, under pressure quick draw, hip fire grip, and backup plan. And people used to this exact roll, I think it was with this roll, people used to just destroy people with backup plan on this Aaron Till, and because it was a high impact frame, you would always get that consistent one burst, So, and then you have another roll that I wasn't able to get, that had field prep and rangefinder, I think, with the range masterwork, that would be able to kill people from crazy distances across the map with the fusion rifle. So this is a really good fusion rifle. It was nerfed, so it's not as good as it was, but it's still pretty good. Proelium FR3 wasn't too popular, but I feel like people sleep on this fusion rifle. With the right roll, which is what I have here, snapshot high impact, you can do a lot of you can do good work with this thing. And then farming the fancy kill clip, you really need to make this a good fusion rifle. That's why it's not as good as Aaron Till, and it's a rapid fire. Rapid fire frames aren't that popular, but what makes up for it is the damage perks like high impact and kill clip. Black Scorpion with high impact reserves and rampage. DPJ did a video on this weapon as well. Good bone structure, 2 good bone structures, one with quick draw snapshot, outlaw rampage. LG 49, a slept on sniper that not that many people know, know that it exists in the game. Right, this is a really slept on sniper. Then you got Horrors Least, Headseeker Dragonfly, a strike exclusive, Zen Moment Outlaw. 3 Mindbenders Ambitions, Pulse Monitor Rampage, Snapshot Auto-Loading, and Opening Shot Rampage. Wasn't really able to get a god roll on any of these, I think quick draws you can get quick draw on this, and I was never able to get quick draw. The Long Goodbye with rangefinder rapid hit, Claws of the Wolf, Headseeker kill clip, Headseeker rangefinder, Breath of the Dragon slideways kill clip, moving target dynamic sway, Galliard 42, which is the best auto rifle in the game, dynamic sway and kill clip, outlaw kill clip, Swift Ride, very slept on under pressure kill clip, under pressure Headseeker, Tango 45 with triple tap opening shot, another Tango 45 with high impact, and Dragonfly. Two really good these type of scout rifles. The precision frame and this exact type of scout rifle is really good. It's really good scout rifle. Dead Man Walking, under pressure rangefinder, two ringing nails, Dragonfly Rampage, and quick draw high impact. There was a roll that I used to have that had disruption break on it. I wish I kept it. I think it had disruption break Genesis, and back in the day we didn't have champions. Now we have champions, and if I would have kept that auto rifle, it would have been amazing for that type of content. Tempered Dynamo and backup plan, along with Tempered Dynamo with snapshot high impact, and backup plan Rampage, and backup plan kill clip. 3 Kindled Orchids, drop mag kill clip Rampage, kill clip explosive payload, and drop mag surrounder Rampage. This was really good when it came out, and kill clip Rampage on a hand cannon was just amazing. 2 damage perks on 1 hand cannon, and this was curated. So this was a killer. For majors and even for bosses, when you got it set up with the 3 stacks of Rampage and kill clip on it, it was just amazing. No Feelings with rapid hit and box breathing. A really good scout rifle for boss damage. Actually, get that extra damage with box breathing. Tatar's Gaze, which you can compare it to Frozen Orbit, only because of the kill clip roll. Like I said, that one-shot body, and if you set it up with high impact reserves and powering rift, you're gonna be putting in work with it, right? Snapshot sights box breathing. I think with box breathing you could get a 1-hit body. I'm not sure, or maybe it's not as strong as kill clip. I'm not sure. Wishbringer with threat detector opening shot. Again, you have that 2-shot potential from very far distances, and with the range masterwork, you're doing work with this. Slide shot snapshot. From now, okay, so my voice is getting a little tired, so I'm just gonna scroll through the weapons. any video ideas for me, leave them in the comments. Anything you guys want me to do. I recently had a comment, asking me to do the solo flawless dungeon. I achieved that already, but I can do it again. Maybe a little tutorial walkthrough for you guys. I think it would be very entertaining. It was a struggle to get through that, but now that I know how to do it, it'll be pretty easy now. The only thing that I'd have trouble with is the boss room, but I wouldn't be doing, for the content I do. These are my favorite swords. Also, going to a Stone Hunter just because of how comfortable it's in. Death Razor for the Warlock and then Throne Cleaver just because of how the Titan holds the animations that they make for these swords are awesome. And then again, Van of Star, my favorite design of Raven, is how when you shoot. I love how when you shoot, like some weapons go. So yeah. Maybe a few seasons from now, I'll do the Vault Exposed video and give you an update on the cards that I have, etc. Right now, this is what I have. That's around any video that I'm doing. So I can keep my dogs on my main character, and now that I know that we're gonna have transforming, since I deleted a lot of my old armor. So I'll come up with some designs, maybe even do a fashion video next season, showing off some of the designs on the characters. Yeah, I gotta keep some of this stuff as well. That's my
I guess I'll just wait till you get home.
You guys have any comments?